Guys, we've been working on progression for so long, and we're nearly completed. The reason that we've been taking this long on it is because, number one, the most important thing in a game is progression, right? And everything, if you play most anime games or most games on Roblox, they die. They've been dying in the past 3 years, is because they didn't know how to make good progression and how to make an actual good game.
Remember that scene from the beginning of the video? That's just a little snippet of what's inside the game. Leviathans, fort raids. Oh, I don't know if you guys know that was fort raids, but this fort raids is there's so much stuff, you know.
There's a lot happening in that video. So we were at the fire, just at the fire pit, right? Yeah, this is level 1 of cooking, right? There's multiple cooking systems in the game that we're gonna explore in movie 3, and I think you guys aren't ready for it because that is all leaning into progression. We've been working on our progression system for so long because we want to make sure the game is completed. So this time around, when we showcase our game, people don't just come in and try to steal everything that we showcase and then claim it as their own. Because a lot of upcoming games do that and did that, right? And then they try to say, "Oh, you guys added a Geppo kick-up ability and a toss," when we already had that since like RELL Season 1. When you see movie 3, the game is going to be in a ready state to just press the publish button and be releasable, right?
Basically, what you said is that we don't want people to steal ideas, and for the people stealing ideas, I want you to shut your fucking mouth and just not. You can take like inspirations, right? But if you're straight on one-on-one copying us, that's fine. You know, that's fine. Especially to someone developing a game very similar to ours. I don't want to say names, but you know, we just don't want any ideas stolen. That's it. We don't want no ideas stolen. But we're gonna start shooting a lot of content out. We're gonna start previewing abilities and a little bit of progression here and there. But we're gonna mostly save all that for movie 3. And after movie 3, you're gonna see a lot of mini videos like how we did with Shinobi Life 2, where you start seeing move sets and all that. And it's gonna be a lot of content coming in, I would say.
I mean, toss some more firewood. You know, we're not done. We're not talking. We're not done talking. Now, anyone can make cutscenes and abilities look cool, but most games on Roblox die because they don't have good progression. And the reason that we're not showing a progression is because we don't want someone taking what we created, right? We don't want someone taking what we created these coming years and try to implement it as fast into their game as possible, because a lot of our competitions, right, they just literally looked at RELL C's movie 1 and movie 2, and they just try to take all our ideas and try to steal it and then put it in their game. But this time around, the reason that we've been quiet and only showing you guys the bottom tier of the content is because we've been saving. You guys have to understand, we've been saving majority of our ideas for when we show it in movie 3. I think you guys will be mind blown. And it's been a long time since we've talked to you guys in a video one-on-one. And you have to understand, for us talking like this, the content is gonna back it up. Because, no upcoming game on Roblox compares to RELL C's. None. I will say that proudly.
Absolutely none. And they're all in the gutters.
And you guys might be thinking, "Oh, none." No, that's me and my belief in what we've been creating and what you guys will see.
You guys can have your own beliefs. You guys don't have to think this is the greatest game, but to me and my bro, this is the greatest game that we have ever produced and work on, especially since RELL Games has produced this. And we now work with other people, right? That we built some close relationships with. And this has become like a really big project. It's something else, you know. We never produced a game of this quality before. But when we showcase you movie 3, and you guys have been seeing that throughout the sneaks we've been showing, especially the little trailers on the Career Bros side channel, you guys have been seeing all of that. This game is this game is 0 to none. It's the best.
The reason that we're so happy, right? Because we made a lot of progress. We're so close to being able to we're so close, right? We just want you guys to give us a little bit more time, right? And you'll see that these words have weight behind them. You want to tell them anything else?
Oh yeah, this game is a non-linear game, right? You can progress however you want. We made that statement clear back in movie 1 and movie 2. All right. Yes, there's storyline. You don't have to do the storylines. You can progress however you want. If you want to fish all day, woodcut all day, if you want to craft, if you want to just progress how you want, you know. You learn hockey how you want, learn abilities how you want, meet trainers how you want, you know. So if you guys know, yeah, the game does have some story to it, but it's not a spam click type of game where you got to spam click a lot of stories and you're not gonna read any of that. I know some of you guys do, especially with that recent Assassin's Creed game that came out, Assassin's Creed Shadows. That shit was a snooze fest. No one cared about it, man. I played the game, I got off it like 20 minutes later. The best part of that game was the tutorial, and we don't want a snooze fest. We're gonna like keep things moving fast. I would say it's not gonna be long stories, not gonna be short stories. It's gonna be in between, and you're still gonna get the grip of it without wanting to skip it.
We're not trying to fill you guys with bad lore or fill you guys with lore in general, right? We're only going to be visually showing it through the game's story and quests. And yes, we'll have narrators telling stories, but those are optional. You can go through the libraries and learn lore that way. We're trying to keep our story fast paced and no need to over explain a concept of why the civilization was destroyed. And I think there's some bad games on Roblox that over explain their stories, right? And over pace it instead of keeping it to the, you know, where the player is visually grabbing and able to control, right? Now we're gonna leave a lot of gaps in our story, right? Unexplained things, but we're gonna have it explained on our side. But we don't need to over explain everything for simplicity. Something happens, it triggers something, you instantly get into that one thing, right? You don't need to be like, I need to go read a book and do this and then go to a wiki and then I gotta learn it from a wiki of how to game this. No, everything will be explained within the game. You won't need to pull up a wiki while you're playing the game.
I hate those type of games.
Yeah, I
wiki
hate those
games.
fucking games, bro.
They create like these cool puzzles, but then like 5 seconds later you're on the wiki. How the hell do I do this?
Yo, no one wants to open up a wiki and play a game to learn how to fucking play the game. It's the most aggravating thing, and it's back in maybe a year ago when I was playing Valheim. I remember we were on the wiki learning what the fuck to do sometimes, right? And I was like thinking, wow, this game was so amazing until I had to pull up the wiki. One thing that Hytale does, right? They have everything there to explain. It's not overcomplicated and it's simple, it's nice and explains it right to the detail. So when obviously you guys will see the cool abilities, that's what everyone to see, right? But when it comes to making the game feel like you want to actually play the game, right?
What was that one game that just released? It was like a Chainsaw Man game.
Yo, don't talk about no.
Yeah, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter how cool your combat, how flashy your game is. If the progression doesn't take it all along and wrap it up, your game's gonna fail, man.
And I noticed that there's one game that everyone compares RELL to, but I looked at that game. It's R15, right? I can tell you guys that game is not optimized.
Hey, don't get into that. We don't want to help him. Movie 3. Okay, so this is the current. We have a roadmap, right? You guys can't see this. We have a whole entire Trello of development. We did a lot. We have a lot completed from. Only a little bit is left before movie 3. I would say only like one more checklist.
Screenshot of the Trello? Let me show him a screenshot of the Trello.
Show him. Only a little bit is left of that Trello before movie 3, and we've been grinding, man. We've been silent. We don't want our ideas stolen, especially from other developers that take a lot of inspirations from us that grew up on our games. But dude, movie 3 is gonna include abilities. It's gonna include some story, not all of it, because we still want you guys to explore the game and discover the stories and progression and however you want to progress. You know, there's some cool stuff with how crews can come into the game. It's just a lot of factions and stuff. You guys are gonna love it.
We released Shinobi Life 2. We made that game within 6 months and we released it. Think about what we can do, you know. And when we tell you we're not joking around with RELL and we took all this time, you need to understand we're not fucking around. Yo, just think about that. It took us 6 months to get Shinobi Life 2 up and running, and we've been
6
working on
months
RELL
into
Cs.
CC.
Yeah, we've been working on RELL Cs for this long. You guys don't understand how much you're gonna fucking have to play, how much you're gonna have to explore. You truly don't know. There's a lot happening right now in the background. You probably can't even see. The fort is firing at the ship while he's firing at the sea beast and my ship. But
I stole the ship.
that fort is now laser focusing at his ship because that's a pirate raid fort. And we want to show you guys this in movie 3. We can show you from a distance, right? Because no one can understand how the system works from a distance, but it's simple. The fort firing at the ship firing at the fort, but we don't want to show you the combat system yet because we don't want someone stealing. Now, you don't just have a combat system on your character. The combat system, we made a whole entire combat system for ships and hunting beasts. And when you see this, we're not playing around, boy. We're not playing around, boy. Anyways, like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys in movie 3, or we might keep this up. We might showcase stuff daily. So.